Okay, as promised, here's the other Target Circle deal I picked up. We have two Temporal Forces ETBs. As a reminder, this is for Target Circle Day that happened a few weeks ago now. Everything was 20% off for the trading cards. I was able to scoop both of these up online because the 20% off deal also applied there. And for some reason, the vendors online were selling these cheaper than in stores. I think in stores you can match it down to $40, but if it's a second-hand vendor who's selling it through the website, they were selling it for even cheaper, and then I think with the 20% off, it brought it down to $26 a booster ETB, not booster box. I wish they had booster boxes. That'd be crazy. But for ETBs for $26, getting 18 packs for like 50. That's pretty dang good. So I couldn't pass up on getting some of these. I think when I opened Temporal, I didn't really pull any of the special chase cards that I was really looking for. I especially want the beasts, like any of the big three that are in here. That would be great. So I figured, hey, this is a good chance to open a modern set that I really like for a good price. So let me crack all these open, and then we'll talk about some other stuff while we open them. All right, 1 second. Okay, we've got our ETBs open. Jack's in the room. My cat's roaming around. Hey, buddy, you liking the trash? We're keeping the 2 code cards, which get you the sleeves and everything online, including the promo. And opening these, I'm so used to getting the Pokemon Center ones. It's strange just seeing one promo, but these are your Iron Thorns. You have 1 per box of that. And then we've got our 18 booster packs, which we'll just do ETB by ETB, because I'm curious like what each of them would have held. So we'll go that way. And we're now recording this. I still am doing one a week. I think I'm doing pretty good. I feel like it's a bit more sporadic through the week, but I've been liking the feedback, and it's been kind of invigorating me to do a bit more. So I'm going to try to do a few more bigger box openings. Again, I'm just trying to budget a bit better. And I've been pulling... Oh, okay. Is that a reverse? It's so hard to tell if that's a reverse. I think it is because of the shine. Alright, Koraidon. That's pretty bland for our first guy, but we'll take it. I don't even think this is really a good one, right? 10 more for each damage counter on this boat. Could be actually be better. Could be better. And it's Dragon type, which is neat, so no weakness. That's cool. So yeah. No, I'm just trying to get better about it. But I think I have some cooler stuff that I found. I did get another deal at Dollar General coming up. We'll talk more about it in that video. But I think it's if you spend $75 or more, you get... Oh god, is it like... It's a good percentage off. Like, it took a good 20 bucks off my order, which was pretty good for what I was trying to pick up. But that'll be for the next video when we go through that. But for this one, we're now post-Halloween. As of recording this, I was able to give out... Actually, like, this year was a lot better. I think it was just, like, warmer in the Northeast, which was good. So a lot more kids were around, and we also, like, stayed on the porch because it's interesting. Like, I feel like when I was a kid, or maybe just because of the neighborhood I grew up in, we were, like, not afraid to go up to every single door, lights on, off, whatever. We were knocking for candy. We were excited. Nowadays, it seems like people are a bit more apprehensive to walk up to a house. Even if it looks like all of the lights are on, they're like, I don't see anybody. Maybe I don't want to knock and bother somebody. So maybe more polite. Maybe things have changed in, like, the 20 years since I've trick-or-treated. But we stayed out on the porch this time just so people were more aware that we were there. Oh, very cute. Nothing on the end. So yeah, we had a ton of kids. All the Pokemon packs went really quick. I actually got rid of... I gave everybody one of each series, like series 1 through 3 of the Halloween packs, which was kind of cool. So I did most of that, and then toward the end I had to give out just singles of the newer set. And then I ended up having to pull into my bulk just because there were so many people coming through. But yeah, it was nice to see. It seems like a lot of people were also... Actually, this Litten's really cute. I love the fanfare to the room. We've got like a Litten CD and a book. Looks like he's a published author. We got the actually the shiny one down there. A little Oranberry in the drawer. Very cute. A lot of Pokemon references just around. I like the Wishy-Washy, like mobile. Get a little Meowth. That's a cool art. Oh, Incineroar's hanging out on the side too. Toad's Cruel, I think. Is that a little pole plush thing? Probably like he chases it around or something. Very, very cute artwork. Cool. But yeah, from what the kids were saying, it sounded like a lot of people were giving them out, which is great. I'm glad that people are spotting them on shelves and actually picking them up and giving them out for kids. And it's just cool to see that Pokemon is still relevant with the children. So, yeah, no, we had a really good day. Everything went super well with that. And then okay, wait, do we get a double? No, okay, we don't, but that is cool. I forgot these were even in here. I don't think I have any of, like, the fun gold artworks. Okay, not the gouging fire we were looking for, but dang, these are so well textured. Not the best. I would have rathered the alternative art, but this is definitely a pull worth bragging about. Sweet. I'm sure this is only a few bucks, but looks pretty cool. Okay. Anything to add to the stack right now. We're just taking higher rarity stuff. And we still got like half this ETB left and then a whole nother one, so that's really exciting. But the bigger thing that happened this Halloween is that we have a new trading card app that launched. We got Pokemon TCG Pocket. I feel like a longer video like this would be a better time to like kind of discuss it and talk about my opinions on it while we're hitting a dry spell of getting no pulls. But yeah, it's basically it's it's completely adjacent from this physical card game. These codes don't mean anything. They don't do anything with it. None of the sets are relevant to it. None of the way the standard Pokemon TCG is played is relevant to it either. It's like a reduced format where you need to take 3 prize cards and you only have 20 card decks, 2 copies per each. Oh yes, okay, this is another cool artwork that I've been hoping to take a look at. This artist has been doing a lot lately. I think there's like a Klefki that's really cool with the water, just like super hyper, I don't even know what you want to call it, like high resolution Pokemon is the way I'd explain it. This artist is super cool for like a graphic design style artwork. Love to see these, and I'm hoping we get a lot more in the future. That is a beautiful, beautiful Snom. Perhaps one of the best for one of the rarest and most legendary Pokemon. Love that guy. Cool, but yeah, companion app, reduced format, a little bit of a change. And the sets that release in it are vastly different than the main one. Currently we have 1 set. It's released in 3 parts, so it's called like Genetic Apex. And there are, I forgot Morty's thing is in this. Yeah, and then it's Cineroar EX. Don't need to really talk about him. He's basically like your normal like reduce energy cost thing, but for a EX that's a 3rd stage is pretty abysmal. If that was a basic, yeah, absolutely be played in fire decks, but for that, everyone will be sticking to Radiant Charizard or whatever while he's still in format. But yeah, so Genetic Apex is out. There's like 3 parts, so you got to open a different pack depending on what stuff you want. So it's really like 3 sets released with the way they treat it. Like they didn't pool all of the resources into one spot, so you can kind of like pick and choose if you're looking for specific things to build the deck, or a specific like chase card, you could hunt just that section. Luckily, if you go in and you click, like in the app, you could click on the set, and when you're about to open a pack, you go in the left corner, and it'll tell you odds. But not only tell you the odds of pulling each card, it'll tell you exactly which cards are in that specific booster, which is good. So like, if I was hunting stuff for an Articuno EX deck, I can say, oh, hey, that's in the Mewtwo pack artwork. I can click that one, see the percentage rates and all that kind of stuff, and then start opening it. So the way the app works is every day you get 1 pull, but if you do the premium pass, which they give you a 2-week trial of, you can get 2 free packs a day, which is nice. You just kind of open it. It'll just alert you halfway through the day and say, hey, your pack's ready to go. You could also use an in-game currency called Hourglasses, which you can exchange. So there's like 2 currencies, right? It's Hourglasses, which you use 12 to get a pack, and then there's an alternate currency that you get through just like doing challenges and stuff, and like friends like liking your stuff and whatnot. Like it's there's all free ways to get all the currency except for, actually I think even gold, but like that's like the rare. There's just, again, it's one of those games where there's just too many currencies. Like you could use that expanded currency to buy the Hourglasses to then buy a pack. And I'm just like, this is too many steps. Why are we doing this? But so far, like as a free-to-play player and also milking the 2-week trial, I've been able to open a lot of booster packs. I feel like, again, it's one of those games too, like all mobile games really, like in the beginning there's a lot to do that's a bit easier, so you can really maximize the amount of stuff you're getting in terms of resources to open extra packs. So I've been doing, hey, alright, cool, we haven't hit anything in a minute. Iron Leaves, great, love this. It's a good like, switch it into the active, move all energy, that kind of thing. Reminds me of the old Tapu Koko GX I used to play ages ago, but grass type. Wish this was somehow viable just on its own, so I could do a looping thing and pulling it back into my hand. God, I miss that kind of deck. I guess maybe you could. I should try to do that, actually. That'd be pretty fun. Just try to bring back my old reminiscent one. Like, 180 is not bad, and with maximum belt 50, so what, that's 230? 230 is a magic number, but I wonder, would that go back into your hand? I think it would. I don't know. Yeah, so that's how that works. You can kind of open the packs. My biggest gripe that's kind of difficult is, like, if you want to build a specific deck with the deck list, there's no trading feature yet, so the only way to get the cards is to hopefully pull them or use pack points from, like, every time you open a pack, like, get another currency, you get 5 pack points, which then if you get so many pack points, like a trainer card is worth 70 points, or like an EX is 500, you could just directly buy the thing you want, and you could do that just through opening boosters. That takes time, or, again, it's all a patience game, right? Because they're all, like, trying to trick you into paying for it, but you can free to play it 100%. I just see a lot of the ways where it's like, ooh, this could quickly become spend heavy. That's definitely one of them. So a little hard to get that off the rip, but luckily there's still like a lot of decks you could do in the meantime, and what I've been doing is just grinding through the solo TCG portion of it, so I could just practice playing instead of having to play against sweaty, uncomfortable people online who probably already pump money into it and have like an optimal build or whatever. And I think doing that's probably better because you get a lot of the resources you need to get packs just by beating the AI. And there's hey, we got the chats out again that makes the little sound effect. That's kind of what the musical bars are representing. Second time we've seen this guy. Very cool. I'll take another one of these. Actually, I don't mind giving one of these to Saray just because I think she really liked that concept. But put that over there. Yeah. So that's kind of the gist of it. There's an online play mode. I haven't played a lot of it, but for what it seems like, you just kind of get XP. When you get XP and you level up, you get enough to earn another free booster pack. So, and I'm sure leveling up later on is going to get really expensive. But like, what I can tell right now, there's no pass. There's no way to like really get any rewards from playing against people online. There's not much. It's just XP for winning, it seems. Which I guess technically earns you a pack. But there's no battle pass. There's no like tiered unlock progression thing. And then the only other way to get Pokemon and stuff is to do this Wonder Pick system, which again runs on a different currency and then runs on a different set of cooldown stuff where you could say, oh, hey, I want to, come on, can we get anything? Dang, this is actually, oh, Gengar EX, cool. Nothing really huge, right? And I think we're down to our last one, but we did get a good pile of stuff. I'm not disappointed, but I would have liked to get one fun, crazy rare. Yeah, you could like, so if you have friends and somebody opens a pack, you can see what they pulled, or you can just have a list of other people's stuff, and then you can say, hey, I want a chance to grab one thing out of their pack, and it kind of shuffles them all up, and you randomly get one of the 5 cards, which is kind of annoying because it's like, you could wait like a full day to get all your stuff recharged so you can do it, and you want to Wonder Pick that really cool Moltres EX Special Art Rare, and then you pick the random common that was also in the pack. This is kind of disappointing. It's like a 1 in 5 chance to get something that you actually want. So, I don't know. I think there's a lot of cool stuff to it. I like it as something like, it's definitely like a more passive game where you don't, I wouldn't like get too heavily invested in it, but I think it's come at like a good time, especially where a lot of people are pissed off at standard format in the normal TCG, and they also want a way to get some more casual people into playing again. I've already got a few friends who I know like don't really know enough and are like probably intimidated by playing the normal Pokemon TCG, but like this new gateway in with the fresh format with no sets, with very limited card pool and smaller decks, I think it's a really good way to get someone into playing it and hopefully convince them to play standard, and maybe when rotation happens, standard will be better. So I think this couldn't have come at a better time for them. My only problem is just like with every gacha game, it could be a money sink. But I'm definitely having fun. I've got enough resources by not putting a single dollar into it to where I've been able to build decks if I'm just using my points correctly. Like I feel like there's a lot of ways to poorly invest your stuff, but if you're paying attention and you know exactly what you're trying to do, I think it can be good. So I'm feeling pretty positive about it so far. Time will tell as it goes on, and definitely at a time where I'm kind of even like a bit tired. Not necessarily of opening packs. I still like these main sets, like just in terms of collection purposes. But even playing too, like I'm enjoying Golden Go. That's pretty much the only deck that I really have any interest to play right now. And yeah, I can kind of see how the format with Dusknoir and some of the other more annoying meta decks that seem to be running it. Like watching tournaments, I'm like, it's the same few things that are just dominating. But even those things that are dominating really aren't that fun to watch. I don't know, in my opinion. But, hopefully this is just something good to get people still excited for TCG playing, and then hopefully, take maybe even those bigger people who are playing the TCG can go take a break, play some Pocket, and then come back and play the main game, and it'll be more exciting when we have better sets. So, good to give an alternative. I am disappointed because a lot of the artwork in the new app is also just really, really cool. I think the immersive artworks are neat too on top of that. It's a way to use a digital medium to kind of express a bigger artwork, so I think that's cool, and it gives the artists new range to build and design, the art that they've already been doing. And this is a cool way to kind of encapsulate, because I've seen some like old artworks from like Jungle and Base Set and all that kind of stuff thrown onto new cards with new flavor text, so you could, use the old Slowbro looking art, but just in a new deck recontextualized. So cool they could redesign that. I feel like they should do that for this kind of TCG too, and sometimes they do. I've seen like stuff from like Neo and whatnot get printed, but either way, it builds a brand new set. It adds a lot more fun new artwork of all the Gen 1 guys. Hopefully, I think it'd be cool eventually to see some of those artworks that are really popular printed in the physical TCG. I think that'd be a neat crossover. Or even if down the road they want to make a genetic Apex and recontextualize the cards with different attacks to fit the actual TCG. So excited to see how these two games are going to coincide going forward, because now you have two expansions where you have two kinds of artists and two people designing gameplay mechanics to keep things balanced. We'll see how they're able to handle that. But yeah, I think it's definitely it's definitely been fun so far. I recommend giving it a try. I don't recommend putting any money into it. See how you feel as a free-to-play game. If it feels too slow or boring or just not for you, drop it. But yeah, I think you can get by and have a good time with the game. So let me know what you guys think of it. Those are just my early opinions. And yeah, that's that's what Target Circle will get you for 50 bones off of 2 boxes. So I'll do a little recap, I guess. I'm actually curious to see how much we made back from that reduced price. And we'll see you in the next video. Peace.